Sem Coração, Heartless. Sono presenti in sala gli interpreti Eduardo e Samara. Megherbi. I registi Tião, Nara e Normande.
As well as Eduardo and Maya, the main actresses. My name is Violeta Baba. I work in the programming team. The sense of this debate is also for you to have the opportunity to ask questions. Well, my first question goes to the filmmakers, Nara and Tião. You did a short film before this amazing feature film that had the same title and was around the same topics. So my question is, what attracted you to explore in the feature film thematically and also in formal terms?
Hello, thank you everybody for being here. Very honored to be here in this festival. It's just very beautiful premiere. And yes, we did a short film and with Heartless as the theme, and Eduardo was younger and she played Heartless in the short as well. And we saw there was lots of potential to make something more, because it was a huge universe. The universe I was born at the beach, and me and Tião, we were there shooting with the kids in the short, and we said it doesn't fit like in a short, you know, like sometime after we just realized that we had to do a feature. And the connection with the teams at the time inspired us a lot to create the characters of the feature, and our relation also with Eduardo that we built along the years. So that's it. We also had Galego, that was an actor for the short, and he died, unfortunately. So it's very also documental somehow. He inspired us a lot to create this character and to portray this also in the future. So yeah, more or less like this.
In the short, we did a mix between Nara's memories that she was remembering and telling me, and I thought it was so strong, the real part, what she heard about this girl, Heartless, and maybe she had a scar, that's why. And everything was so strong, and we mixed that with our ideas, our intention, and that was it for the short. But when we shoot there and we met Eduardo, her father, Eulis, and all the kids, as Nara said, it got so much deeper for us. So later on we developed that.
It's a place full of violence as well, so it's very beautiful, but at the same time so violent. So we wanted to portray this and make this in the film. There.
Two filmmakers working together in the writing, on set, having this long process of creating and casting, and how do you share or split the work, and how is that process?
You want to talk?
We did split roles. We did everything together, since the writing and preparing the cast and everything. We find it better to do together, and I think since we've been working like many years to the short and then to develop into the future, I think we knew very well what belongs to the universe of the film. So it was very much in tune, and we prefer to do it this way, to work always together and follow all the steps together, so we can be more in tune.
Complementing, I think, each other in the set, and we had like 4 eyes, so it was very interesting. Like to do another take, I was paying attention on one thing, he was paying attention on another, so it was faster, you know, like in a way, so it was good. And I think me and Tião developed this cinema together for Heartless, especially because we have some differences in our cinema, and it's very interesting because with the short and the feature, we created something that's unique together, and it was very in a flow. But I don't want to see his face anymore. It's like 6 years I've seen his face. Now I need some vacations. I'm kidding.
Different kind of actors, professional, non-professional, with more or less experience, different generations. And Eduardo, you were already cast somehow before the film started because it's also based on the process of the short, but still, I can imagine there was a lot of composition or challenges or preparation. Can you tell us about the experience?
Ecco, il cast è veramente molto grande. Quero pedir desculpa, que eu vou falar em português, que em inglês eu não consigo me expressar tão bem. E depois de uma sessão dessa eu não conseguiria mesmo. Mas eu acredito que os desafios, enfim, desde o primeiro trabalho, né, que foi um curta, já pegar Sem Coração, assim, para mim já foi bastante desafiador, porque eu não tinha nenhum trabalho, nenhuma conexão com câmera, nenhum jogo, nada, absolutamente nada. E a partir desse momento já foi desafiador, depois estar dentro de um interior e lidar também com tudo isso, com as pessoas que têm cabeças fechadas, enfim, eu acho que eu passaria horas falando o quanto foi desafiador, mas assim, eu acho que o melhor de tudo foi a gente ter a compreensão e o olhar da Nara e do Tião, como diretores, como pessoas que tiveram esse olhar de tentar nos guiar da melhor forma para a gente conseguir fazer esse trabalho com a maior leveza possível dentro do set.
You give a very important perspective with your character to a different universe, even though part of the same planet. So how was for you the preparation and the work on set?
Esse filme foi a minha primeira experiência no cinema e foi muito mágico, assim, né? Interpretar a personagem Tamara, que viveu na Guaxuma, assim como eu. E a experiência do set foi incrível, com as pessoas que eu estava trabalhando ali todos os dias. São pessoas que eu tenho muito carinho e consideração e eu queria agradecer por tudo.
Per aggiungere un po' di informazioni, Nadia è mia cugina.
And yes, we were writing the script in 2016, more or less, the first version. And I thought, okay, I have a cousin that's not fourth grade, it's third. And she lives in Guaxuma. She has lived like this freedom and things that I have lived, but she was very young. But then the film took a lot of time to be made, and then we tested her last year. Made lots of tests together with many other girls, and so she's here now.
I would like to return to the idea you mentioned about certain violence that we see, and this documentary idea that is somehow floating. And there seems to be a tension between different generations on regards behaviors and political conflicts. Could you tell us about this?
Abbiamo appunto visto...
For us, it was very important to portray this age that they are pretty much judgmental less. So I think the difference between the ages is that the adults were a little bit more judgmental and the kids were more free in that way. So the kids, they embrace being the gay guy, and Tamara can feel free to to feel what she's feeling, the difference she's experiencing. So for us, it's pretty clear that the kids were more, they could express and live their accents more than the adults.
And just to complement, because they are passing, they're going into the adult life, and these things like little pieces coming, the violence and things. So, and Tamara is like realizing that how privileged she is now that she's going out from the teenage age. And so we wanted to portray also these, because that's it, they can live freely, but at the same time, the adult life is coming. It's like the violence and things that she's not really understanding, but starting to understand. So I think it's something that it was very important for us to portray this age.
Ecco, molto importante. We see some magic in the film. One scene is represented by Eduardo, of course, her character, as she puts her hand inside she actually goes inside the whale. And then the second image that she has is that's when she touches the water and it lights up. So we have these magical elements. Can you explain that? What added value does that give to the film?
Yes, actually we wanted to portray this story like mixing like the real life, documentary, and also these fantastic elements, because we think it helps to bring, to enter in the emotion of the characters. So all these elements that are fantastic help to connect like in a more sensitive, abstract way to the characters. So that's why we have the whale, the dreams, and also the connection with the rays, the nature, and
for us, it was very interesting this frontier, the border between the reality and magic, because as you saw, the place is really fantastic. So it gets a little bit blurry because it's the reality is very magical also. As you mentioned the water scene, it can happen in reality. It's luminescence on the water. Duda's father, Euless, told about that he experienced it many times, that in like a distant sea that you can see even more. So for us, it's important that the film is a bit grounded in reality, but we can go beyond and let that open. And the place between the reality and magic, it's really up to you, because the reality is really fantastic over there. Thank you very much.
Hey, this is Eric from MyOwnCinema.com. If you want to support us, subscribe below. For more reviews, interviews, film festival coverage from Sundance, Cannes, Toronto, you want to check out these guys on this side.